Hello. How y'all doing? So I'm making this, here, let me see. So this is going to be the spear thrower, and I'm probably going to cut most of this off. But this is going to hold the point, to hold the end of the spear. And and it looks long, and it probably is long, too long, but I can always cut it down, and that was the purpose about it. So the other half of this log is currently a bow staff, or bow staff, and I'm letting it dry. This, I don't have to let it dry. I can just start trimming on it. And it's Texas elm, cedar elm, whatever you want to call it. But it's a hardwood. This part, the cambion, is kind of soft. But yeah. So yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to whittle all of this away. I started chopping at it a little bit, but I'm probably gonna like draw like a get all the bark off and then draw like a picture on here on what kind of atlatl I want to. How y'all doing? Can y'all do this? Come on now. But I actually like the one with the fingertips because I think you can throw those better because when you throw an atlatl, like if you've ever been in martial arts and done like a hammer fist, it mimics the exact same throw. And then the rest of it is in the uh, in the spear. You have to make the spear bend at about 5 or 10 pounds of pressure, and once it starts bending after about between 5 and 10 pounds, which isn't going to be much, and you put an end on it, and then you have a sharpened broadhead either out of stone. I'm going to use a metal broadhead and make it out of metal, and and that no, I can't do any stone flint knapping, so I'm just going to do that. But I will affix it with some tar and sinew. Well, it's going to be that artificial sinew, but yeah. So here. This is all I'm working on right now. Yeah, there's going to be this is the area that's going to have the hook in it to put the back of the spear in it. But anyone in any other comments? Oh well, they're. I just got an X notice that says they just caught a Haitian migrant with 17 convictions that was allowed to come to the United States. I don't know. This stuff's crazy, man. It's kind of cold down here, but yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna make a stuff for those bavel stones or baffle stones to go along the back here, but this is going to get a lot thicker. I mean, this would, if I could manage to keep the weight of this and be able to manage it well, I mean, this would like totally launch a stool. So I did get some cane, but this might work, but I don't think it will. I think it's too thin walled. We need some river cane, but yeah, no one's commenting. I guess no one's used to me going live when I'm not driving and I'm actually paying attention to the comments. But anyhow, oh, no one's here. Hershey, D. Hershey. I'm making an atlatl. It's a spear thrower. I'm just making the handle part of it. Um, I'm also making a bow out of the same log, but I figured I'd do an atlatl just to kind of see if those survival people, if they're any good at teaching people how to make one. And when I'm done, I'm gonna have a video about this, kind of critiquing the method that they tell me to use. That's what I'm making. Are you familiar with an atlatl, a spear thrower? Oh, okay, cool. Have you ever made one? Have you ever made an atlatl? Oh, okay. What about a bow? Have you made a bow yet? Primitive bow? I'm going to be making one of those, and I'm going to be posting it to my channel. I'm also going to make a slingshot like I used to as a kid, so that you can look for that too. But I'm just not working right now, and I probably won't be working until halfway through March. Oh, okay. So you think it's cool? What do you do? So do you hunt or anything, or oh, pour concrete? Yeah, I'm retired government worker, and now I'm a landscaper, and I just lawn maintenance, and so I I'm not working right. It's we have a long cutting season down here, so I mean my last mow was for my customers was like mid December, and probably won't go back to work until after February. I'm in South Texas. Where are you at? Pour steel, pour concrete, build steel buildings, and pole barns. Cool. Where do you where do you live at? Oh, Minnesota. Oh, it's cold up there. I mean, we just had a snowstorm down here, but I mean, it was like an eighth of an inch of snow. It just salted the ground with like snowflakes. I mean, we had to go to the cars to make snowballs. But like in Houston all the way to Florida, they got like 10 inches, which is nothing for you. But no one like it. We had ice on the road, and you don't down here. I'm in South Texas, so down here when we get a little bit of ice on the road, even if you know how to drive on it, you do not want to drive on the roads around here because people do not know how to drive. Oh, okay. Well, no, I mean, if the grass would grow, but the fact that we just got a freeze means that it's going to be good for the ground, but we won't be getting any kind of early green up in February. Like I've got some of the best grass. There's my grass, and it's a Bermuda hybrid. It's called Tahoma 31, and and it's a winter type Bermuda. I don't know, from the Himalayas or something. And I mean, it's still green, but most of it's brown. But it's supposed to have an early green up, and then there's some other grass uh, around here, like my neighbor. He likes seeding his lawn. Here, I'll show you. If you can see, it's green over there, but he's got Bermuda, and then he mixed in with some kind of winter bluegrass or something from up north. I don't know. Shade mix. Yeah. My future daughter-in-law is from Minnesota. Yep. Yep. So, yeah, I'm probably not gonna. I'm probably just gonna knock the bark off of this branch here, and yeah, yeah, it is crazy. I mean, a couple of, I think like 3 years ago, like we were frozen in down here. Like we had like 13 inches, man. And our pipe, and our houses aren't built for like a crazy winter. And our like we didn't have water. We had to and electricity. So I wish so I had to he, heat up snow to like flush the toilet, and it still didn't flush. It sucked, man, because everything was frozen. The even into the ground, the pipes to flush those were frozen. So we had to like dump really. Yeah, I know, it was crazy, man. For like a week, South Texas was shut down. I mean, it was crazy, man. It was the craziest ever. That's what my future daughter-in-law said, that it's not even that cold up there. Like yeah, everything froze. The wind towers, I wish they'd take those down anyways, man. Um, I don't know, man. I think if you want to protect the environment, or really the way to maintain a good water cycle is, if you look into trees, they're actually like a. Oh, it's cold, huh? The tree is actually like a water well that kind of waters the environment, and moves the water from the ground back up into the sky. It's a crucial part of the water cycle, and and it's proven that you'll improve the weather in drought-stricken areas if you leave the trees alone. And because I work in landscaping, and I tell you what, man, every time someone within a 2 mile radius of my any of my customers' house, they get, like, if they plow the earth up, all these bugs just like magically appear. It's because I guess plowing like simulates like rainfall or something. It exposes them, and they hatch. All these bugs hatch, and they just have such a short lifespan. If you continue to plow them, then you just get this huge bug hatch. Like, no one's heard of agricultural termites, and you literally will make a swarm of them by plowing up a field, and they're horrible for the grass. They eat grass. They eat the grass alive. They even eat like a lot of the shrubs, and it's a problem that we have down here. And I tell people about it. They're like, we've never heard of that. Oh, okay. People just keep calling me. Yeah. Well, you need those. You need those to leave those big trees alone, man. And there's so much building going on around here that yeah, I just got a phone call and it totally blocks out my phone. But yeah, and we're essentially a desert down here. I mean, we like resemble the Serengeti of Africa, and a lot of the big cats can live here, and like zebras. I mean, they just run amok here, and all these like desert type animals, and we get a lot of cougars, and then we get a lot of black bears. And I've never heard of black bears coming like this far down, but they're here now. Like, especially cougars. Like, they have so many cougar spottings and eat pets. Like, we had a dog that was probably eaten by a cougar. And I lived in the city. It's either that or a bobcat. It could have been like a raptor type bird or something. But yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, so it's pretty cold. Whereabouts in Minnesota you live? Dakota. I'd love to go up there during the summer. Like my cousin Mark owns some grocery stores up there in Wisconsin. You ever been there? I might try to just split it one more time. That's what I might try to do.